text everybody and asked us even before we started our shift, could we do overtime? I said, yeah, cool. And that's fine with me because I'm gonna need some extra money when I go to Los Angeles in a couple of weeks for, the Bud fight. So fine with me. I may actually do some overtime tomorrow. But nevertheless, I want to talk about the double standard that's going on with Ryan Garcia and how a lot of people haven't spoke out against this, but I guess I'm the one to speak out on it. Why is Ryan Garcia still allowed to be on social media? Why is he still allowed to post stuff on social media when he clearly executed and orchestrated hate speech, and then he made terrorist threats towards a group of people? When you start talking about you want to kill a group of people, and he was referring to black people, and I'm just going to say this, at this point, any black person that's making excuses and giving Ryan Garcia a pass, you are a straight up coon. You are a sellout, you are a Sambo, and you are Uncle Tom. I don't care if you are a regular person or you're a boxer. And if you get mad at what I'm saying, then you proving my point. Don't get mad at me. You didn't get mad at Ryan Garcia. Now, it's funny how Andrew Tate, whether you like Andrew Tate or not, and then you had a petition to get Kevin Samuels taken off social media, which I think is absurd. But yet Ryan Garcia is allowed to say all kind of rhetoric, and then nobody says nothing. But it just goes to show you, once again, if you attack black people, you are allowed to pretty much get away with it. But if you say anything about anybody else, they will take you off social media or most social media platforms. And shout out to the brother, Your World. He's on Rumble, and I'm going to subscribe to his channel on Rumble because Rumble gives you more liberty to say what you need to say. I'm going to start seeing, can I post that? And you can monetize your material on Rumble. Now, let's just keep it, let's just keep it a buck. I noticed on X, formerly known as Twitter, if you use certain derogatory terms towards black people, you won't get a warning. Now, you can say the N-word all you want on there, both N-words. But if you say the word C that rhymes with loon, then all of a sudden you get some kind of warning saying they're going to monitor your channel. But if you say something about the other community that rhymes with fluish, they'll take you off social media. So why is that? I think to a certain degree, these social media platforms are going to be looking at major class action lawsuits. And for the most part, you probably could win. Listen, man, you ain't got to worry about me. I already told Golden Boy, I won't ever ask to cover a Ryan Garcia fight. But my thing is, why ain't we starting a petition to get Ryan Garcia off social media? Us black folks. Like I said, Floyd Schofield, or should I say Floyd Coonfield, and all these other dudes that's defending Ryan Garcia, Floyd Mayweather, that coward, they pathetic, and they make us look bad. And they represent black men in a very weak form. And this is why people don't respect black men. But then again, this further proves that Ryan Garcia is holding something over Floyd's head to where Floyd is petrified to say something about Ryan Garcia. And if Floyd joins, now I heard Blue Blood talking about this, and I haven't really looked, but there's talk of possibly Floyd doing an exhibition match alongside Ryan Garcia. If Floyd does that, anybody after this point that support Floyd Mayweather, once again, unsubscribe to my channel. I ain't supporting Floyd Mayweather in no way, shape, or form if this turns out to be true. Floyd would prove to be the ultimate coward and the ultimate coon. Now I'm doing research to see if this is true about Floyd joining forces and doing an exhibition match with Ryan Garcia. But after this, if this turns out to be proven true, please unsubscribe to my channel. How could you support Floyd after this? How can anybody make any excuses for Floyd? So I'm just saying, I've been on social media for a while doing a YouTube thing, and this is just real talk. Ryan Garcia made terrorist threats. That's considered terrorist threats when you say you want to kill a group of people. I don't want to hear this stuff about he was just trolling and all that kind of stuff. Nah, you don't get to say stuff like that. And then the funny thing about Ryan Garcia, the hypocrisy of him trying to basically scold a woman who basically said that she wished Donald Trump had perished when basically they made an attempt on his life. I don't really agree with that, but Ryan Garcia is saying that Satan speaks through. Well, Satan is speaking through you. You just last week demonstrated hate speech towards black people. You are a fine one to talk. This is why I'm saying I want to say something about Ryan Garcia so bad, but then, at the end of the day, I can't jeopardize my channel. I take a stand. I have integrity and I have morals. I don't want to cover a boxing match that bad to where I'm going to give Ryan Garcia free publicity. I have no desire to ever speak to Ryan Garcia. I don't want to interview him. I don't even want to be in the same room with Ryan Garcia. Just gotta be said. My thing is with the black community, when is we gonna stand up and show that we have a pulse? Why aren't we starting petitions to get him kicked off the internet? Because like I say, I remember a couple of years ago, some of y'all black people, black men and black women was trying to get Kevin Samuels taken off the internet. Some of y'all got Andrew Tate taken off the internet. Or should I say most what you would most would call the popular social media platforms. So why aren't we starting a petition to get Ryan Garcia kicked off social media? And then he's sitting up there talking bad about Boots. Ryan Garcia is a cornball. He's a goofy. He's a racist. And then Ryan Garcia is sitting up there talking about that Lil Wayne said that he could say the N-word. And we all know that Lil Wayne is a junky ass coon. And who said that? And who said that Lil Wayne is on some committee that get to say who can and who can't say the N-word? And this is where black people have went wrong. This is where black people have went wrong about us being community property. Our cultural, you know what I'm saying? Our culture being community property. Us sitting up there saying our culture is open to everyone. We need to be gatekeepers. Because we know that everybody else's culture isn't open to us. And as far as you non-blacks talking about, well, we're all N-words and we're all minorities, please stop it. I don't remember in the 1800s, Mexicans and Native Americans and Asians freeing black people from slave concentration camps. Once again, you ain't our allies and you never have been our allies. And I'm just keeping it 100. I don't see no history books of them going into these slave camps and fighting to free the slaves and all that. That's why I say we don't have no allies. I went back and looked at what he said. And then the sad part about it is he had people on there keying and giving him the thumbs up approval. And these were white people and non-blacks. That was okay with what he said. So that says a lot about them. And that says a lot about their views towards black people. We could sit up here and point the finger at each other, argue amongst each other, threaten each other. But then when it comes time to really join forces to fight against the people that's fighting against us, then we want to sit up here and talk about stuff that has nothing to do with the current situation. Well, what about black on black crime? What did that have to do with what Ryan got? And when I hear people make excuses like that, that just goes to show me that they're cowards. And that's just basically the bottom line. But we will, we will continue this